Hi there everybody and welcome along to your Wednesday cook along. I'm Aine Boyle from Good Food Nutrition, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a really speedy spicy burrito bowl. So I know that sort of when you look online on Facebook and everything like that, is even during coronaviruses, a lot of the restaurants that were closed have started sort of offering takeaway foods, and one of the ones I noticed that is so popular with you all is burritos. Now, they're absolutely lovely. I love them myself. But I love the fact as well is that they're so versatile, is that you can literally pile whatever you like into them. They might not be a traditional Mexican burrito, but they still taste fantastic. So again, is you can use this recipe today that I'm going to show you. You can use it in wraps, in either the corn tortilla wraps or just the normal sort of herb wraps or any of those type of wraps as well. But today I'm going to show you something even speedier where you don't even have to wrap it up. And we're going to be doing like an open burrito bowl. So if you are kind of watching the waistline at the moment after overindulging for 2 months, this is a great one. It is a low calorie, but it's also a low GL one as well. So there's going to be plenty of protein in there to fill you up as well. But again, some healthy fats in there as well in terms of our olive oil. Lots of veg in there as well and I'll give you lots of ideas as well for sort of substitute the stuff to put into it as well. But again, so speedy, so cheap as well. So I'm using a lot of stuff that I have in the cupboard as well and I'll go through that as I'm progressing through it. So your recipe will be coming up now to show you what we're using today. But again, it really is one of those recipes for, apart from the meat, and again, you can substitute that as well as you can pop in whatever you have in your fridge. So I'm going to be using a mixture here. I have just got, we've got a yellow pepper, but of course you can use red, green, orange, whatever you have in there. If you don't like peppers, you don't have to put them in at all. So the other thing you'll notice as well is that your normal burritos obviously have everything cooked. In this one, the bowl part of it, the salad part of it is going to be mainly raw, but we're also going to top it up there with some lovely warmed up brown rice and some black beans as well. So we're going to be using, I have a yellow pepper here. I have a handful of these gorgeous little Italian sort of sweet little tomatoes, beautiful in there as well. And I'm also going to be adding in a few little radishes. So the radishes, just these little pink guys, all you want to do is give them a quick wash, top and tail them, and I'm going to slice them down. They're a very sort of underrated food, but they are fantastic, great for your liver. So if you tend to overindulge as well, it's a good idea to have these foods in your diet. So the radish is really supportive of liver health. And we're also going to be adding in some lovely black olives. Now these are just your bog standard olives that you have in the jar in the fridge for popping on top of your pizza or sticking in your martini, whichever you like. So again, I love them because they have that kind of sort of saltiness to them as well that gives a lovely flavour. And then we're going to be, as I say, no burrito would be sort of complete without adding in some lovely beans. So I'm going to be adding in, you'll see there, these gorgeous little black beans. But by all means, you can add in some chickpeas, some cannellini beans if you like. And if you really don't like them at all, you can leave them out. But I add in the beans because, again, the beans, are a great source of plant protein. But they're also packed full of lots of nutrients as well, lots of vitamins, lots of minerals in there as well, and a load of fibre as well. So the fibre just to keep our digestive system working well and, giving us lots of energy as well. So they're gorgeous. And then I'm also going to be using, I have some lovely organic baby gem lettuce. And I am just going to be ripping the leaves off that, give them a quick wash, and then I'm going to shred them down as well. And so simple, but of course you can use rocket in there, you can use spinach in there if you like, whatever you have your hands on. And in terms of the meat, is you can use your just chicken breasts, you can use of course prawns as well, nothing to stop you there to have prawn burrito, I love, or even crab meat. I absolutely love seafood in Mexican food. Really, really nice. Just make sure as well not to obviously overcook the prawns as well. I saw a great one recently where a local place was doing burritos and they were popping in lobster. Really indulgent, but my God, I'd say it's absolutely gorgeous. So if you have your hands on that, absolutely. And what I'm doing here is I'm using some turkey steaks. And what I've just got myself here is, you'll see there, just 2 turkey steaks. And this will feed 2 people a good load, because you've your protein from the turkey, from your beans as well, so there's plenty there. What I have done is I've just got myself some greaseproof paper, popped on the turkey breast there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up the marinade now to go on it. So that's the spicy bit of the burrito. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to smear it all over the meat, and then I'm going to, using a rolling pin, probably looks a little bit late out in the middle of the day, the rolling pin, is I'm just going to bash down the meat, and all that's going to do is, first of all, it's going to bash in the marinade into the meat, but it's also going to tenderize the muscle and the fibres there. And it also means that we're making the meat slightly thinner as well, so that when we go to cook it on the griddle pan, it cooks really, really speedy as well. But you don't need to do this. If you have a bit more time, you can pop on the marinade, and of course you can stick it in the oven or under the grill. But this way it just means that you'll have a burrito on the table in about 20 minutes. So handy. So in terms of our spices for burritos is, in this one here, I'm going to be using a mixture of things. I'm going to be using a particularly Spanish smoked paprika. Okay, so you can get these ones in your supermarket, or you can order them online as well. But they do have a particularly different taste just to your normal sort of smoked paprika or paprika that you get in the shops as well. There's a real difference to the taste. Very, very smoky. This particular one is gorgeous as well. You can also get the sweet smoked paprika as well. Beautiful, gorgeous. We're going to be adding in some ground cumin, one of my favorites. We're going to be adding in as well some dried oregano herbs as well. And you will find, even in my fajitas recipe I make, is that I always add the oregano, cumin and everything like that. So there is kind of a real crossover between the ingredients. So if you're sort of thinking about making this and you think, well, what else will I use these spices on? There's a real crossover in Mexican and Spanish food between spices and herbs. And you know, if you Google it, you're going to find thousands of recipes. So on top of that as well, obviously we're going to be adding in some of our lovely pink Himalayan salt, some ground black pepper, excuse me, and also as well, the secret ingredient is our Chipotle paste. Okay, and this fella here is a bit lethal. He's very hot, made a lot of chilies and stuff like that as well. So there's also kind of a little bit of sugar in that one as well, so it gives it that kind of sweet, smoky, hot and fiery taste. That is the winner on it as well. You can get that, as I say, in your Tesco's, your Sainsbury's as well, or you know what, if you really want to start cooking like this, just order a load online and then deliver it straight to your door. So let's get going in making these ones. So I have myself just a little ramekin. Okay, this is the easiest way to do this. I'll pop that down there. Get our little ramekin. In we're going to go with a little bit of our olive oil. Okay, so what you will find is that you do not need to oil your pan at all. Griddle pans you wouldn't oil anyway. You would normally oil the meat or the fish to put them on. Okay, so in we go, probably with about a teaspoon of our oil in there. Excuse me. And then this is such an easy recipe. A good grinding of your black pepper, a little pinch of your sea salt in there. And then really, for your other ingredients, it is literally half a teaspoon of your oregano, half a teaspoon of your smoked paprika, and half a teaspoon of cumin. Okay, really easy to remember. So we're just going to measure these out. Okay, so this is a good one as well, is you can make up this marinade. Say if you're having a barbecue, the weather now is absolutely stunning, I think, all this week, particularly the weekend. So if you're thinking of having a barbecue at the weekend and you think of doing ribs or steaks or chicken or kebabs, whatever you're thinking, this also goes lovely smeared over salmon, hake, haddock, or whatever. Stick it in a barbecue bag and pop it on your barbecue grill. Absolutely stunning. Squeeze a lemon over it and you're done. So in we go with our half a teaspoon of our cumin. We are going in with half a teaspoon of oregano, half a teaspoon of our smoked paprika. And the smell from this one, oh my gosh, it's just gorgeous. This is one in particular that I use a lot when I'm making paella, and it's absolutely there's no taste like it. So half a teaspoon of that. That's also going to give it that beautiful fiery red colour as well. And then for our chipotle chili paste, we are going to go in with 1 teaspoon. Okay, so we're going to give it a good kick. So we'll stick in, there's half, and then another half. Just scrape that off there. Okay. And we're just going to get rid of our spoons here. And then just with a small spoon we're just going to give that a good mix around. And you can see there already that lovely, oh gosh, that just smells beautiful. And really, because there's so much already in the chili paste, is that if you want to go in with extra garlic, if you want to go in with extra coriander, extra lime, you can do, of course. You know, that sometimes I will, I'll add things to it. But to be honest with you, is for a quick and simple dish, it has everything you need in it. So mix that to a really good paste. So you will see there exactly what I mean. It's just come together. It's absolutely stunning. I'm going to go in with just another teeny little bit of our olive oil, just to loosen it up a little bit. And you may find you don't actually need all of this as well, okay? So as I was saying earlier on, is if you want to sort of bulk make this, you can make it in a jar, stick it in the fridge, and then marinate your meat, particularly if it's red meats or beef rampant, that is, marinate it a good few hours before you stick it on the barbecue, and it will taste absolutely beautiful. And remember as well is this, when you're putting marinades on the meat as well, is it starts to tenderize the muscles as well and break them down. So again, you'll find that your meat is a lot more succulent and not as dry. Okay, so we're going to stick a little bit of this just on top of the 2 turkey steaks. We'll stick another bit there. And we probably don't need all of this in one go, so we'll see how we go with that. Just using your hands, make sure your hands are clean. I am literally just going to rub that all over the meat. You'll see there, it's just rubbing it in, and just on the other side as well. Just throughout the other side as well, just rub it all in really, really well, making sure you've smeared it all over the meat and across the top. Now I'm just going to give my hands a quick wash, and then I'm going to show you what I mean when we're bashing our stress out here with this one. Okay. So I'm just going to take that out of the way for a second, just so you can see stuff here. And what I'm going to do is just, you can see there is the meat is just smeared all over with all of the spices, the paste, the salt, the pepper, the olive oil. And just to make it really easy, is you're just folding over the greaseproof paper, or you can stick it into one of those freezer bags as well, and they're perfect in there. But with your rolling pin or the bottom of a pan, whichever you like it, you're just going to lightly sort of bash it across the top. And then what that's doing, as I say, is that's tenderizing the meat as well. So while I'm doing that, I'm just going to turn on my pan to like a medium heat and just let that heat come up on it. So again, you don't want to flatten it down completely. And when you're hitting it, is make sure as well is that you are making it even throughout the whole meat, because if one side's thicker and the other side's thinner, one side will be cooked and the other side will be raw. So just check it every so often, but you just see with your hands, you can tell it's quite flat. And just, we'll give it another couple of bashes. And I think that should be done. Now, so you're going to end up, if I show you that there, you're going to end up with 2 lovely sort of flattened steaks. You can see there. And again, we're not going to need to oil the pan because that's just going to go straight on there. The oil was already in the mix, so just going to go on there and it's going to cook for about 2 to 3 minutes each side. And again, then we're going to take it off, we're going to let it rest. But meanwhile, what we're going to do is we're going to get the rest of the burrito bowl going. So this is coming up nice and hot. And we're just going to just peel this up here. Whoops. Nearly ended up on the floor of that one. And just lay it down onto your griddle pan. And you can already hear that sort of hissing away. And now just get rid of this. So we leave that there. And again, you set your timer if you need to, and set it probably for about maybe about 2 minutes on that side, maybe about 3 minutes on the other side. But you'll also get that lovely sort of crispiness on the outside from where the paste has sort of started to kind of, I won't say burn, but sort of crust up on the outside. Absolutely lovely. Now, while that's doing there, I'm going to get on and making the lovely burrito bowl. So, we have our little bowl here. I'm just going to get our ingredients. And it literally is just a case of building it up, okay? Building up whatever flavours that you want or whatever you've decided is in it. And obviously, if you're thinking of making this and then putting some rice through it and popping it in the oven as well, is obviously you're not going to put the lettuce in, leave that out. But everything else can go in there, no problem at all. So take a few of our little baby jam lettuce things and just pull them off, okay? And I quite like these ones because the leaves are really small there, you see they're really crunchy and crispy, and I love that about it. Okay, so I'm just going to give these a quick wash under the tap, just to get rid of any grit. That just means that there's absolutely no grit. You obviously can put them through a salad spinner as well, totally up to yourself. So we have that. We are going to just rinse off the little radishes as well. And with these ones is we're just going to top and tail them and then slice them lovely and thinly, okay? We have a few of our olives. So we'll just get a little handful of our olives. And then obviously our pepper as well. And we have our beans here as well. And what I'm going to do with the beans is I'm actually going to add them at the last minute to the rice, the brown rice, and have that as a little section in the bowl as well. And it just bulks it up and gives it a bit more substance as well. So keep your eye now on the turkey or the chicken, whichever you're using. Oh my gosh, the smell is just amazing from it. It's that chili, that smokiness is just, so you nearly have a double hit of the smokiness where you have it from the Chipotle chili sauce, but also as well is from that gorgeous smoked paprika as well. Now you'll see that it's cooking because with the turkey and the chicken is the sort of whiteness starts to creep up the side of it, and you tell it's starting to cook as well. But they do cook very quickly, so about 2 minutes and then about 3 minutes. So we'll get on with our making up our bowl, and again with your salad, is just layer it up. And then we're just going to finely slice it, okay? So there's no fine art to this. And then just into our bowl there, okay? We might just take another couple of these leaves as well, just to build it up a bit more. We're being a bit stingy in that bowl, so. We'll just add another little bit to that. Okay. And then into that, we're going to just slice up some of the olives. Again, as if you want to leave them whole. Of course, there is no problem doing that. But again, as we're just trying to sort of make it a bit more finesse to it as well. So just slice them down nice and thinly. I'm just going to come back now and I'm going to turn over this turkey. So you will see now what I mean. If I lift that up to you there, you can see that beautiful colour on that. And the same on that one again, just gorgeous. And I love just on the griddle pan as well is that you get those lovely sort of barbecued marks as well. And you get that sort of charring. It does all add to the flavour. So if we go with our olives. And then we're just going to go in with our radishes. And with the radishes, you'll see here, a bit like an onion. We're just going to top and tail them down and then we're going to slice them finely. So again, just take the top and the tail off them. Get rid of those. And if your chopping skills aren't great, is just get a cheese grater and grate it in. It's absolutely lovely like that and a lot easier to actually eat as well. So again, I am just slicing them down really, really finely. And you'll see there just to about sort of that sort of length as well. And we're just going to go in with these. Sprinkle them all over, but I'm going to give this good mix around once we dress it with a bit of olive oil as well. Okay. And then in with a bit of our pepper. Now I absolutely love raw peppers, just love them in salads, so I have no problem at all putting loads in. And again, nice and thinly sliced as well, so that you're not getting like a big chunk of pepper. And again, just mixing that all the way through. Okay, and then just with your hands then, sort of fold it through as well, you know, mix it all through to give that lovely bit of colour. Okay, that is looking lovely. I'm going to dress that now in a second, so we'll give it another toss as well. Okay, now back here, I'd say we probably only have about another minute on that. They are looking absolutely beautiful. Remember as well with your meat is that when you take it off as well, off the cooker or the hob or wherever your cooker is, it does continue to cook as well. So this is why I say with your chicken, your turkey and all is that you're nearly taking it off just before it's cooked. So that when it's resting, it's still cooking as well as not dry. Nearly forgot my tomatoes, so we're just going to go in with a few of those. And we'll just quarter them, sprinkle them in. And the tomatoes with a good sprinkling of just good quality salt, there is nothing like them. We'll actually just go in with 4 of them. Okay, now, you can get all fussy on how you actually dress your salad and everything like that, but honestly, it is just as easy just to pop in a quick dressing and then just toss it all around. Just give that another second there, and then I'm going to take it off and I'm going to warm through the rice then. So, for our dressing, a little bit of our sea salt, beautiful sea salt, and again, the sea salt is going to bring out that flavour from the tomatoes, sweetness as well. I'd say we are just about good to go. Give another second there. Yeah, I'd say that's good to go. In with a good dose of our black pepper. Okay. And then in with a squeeze of lemon juice. Okay. So what I'm just going to do is, before I finish that, I'm going to remove these to a nice plate just to let them rest before chopping them. I'm just going to get rid of my pan here, and I'm going to substitute over for my pan with some brown rice in there as well. So I'm actually just going to warm up that brown rice, but I'm also going to as well, I'm leaning here left and right, guys, sorry, hopefully you can see me, I'm just going to put a few of the black beans in with the rice. I'm going to add a little bit of our olive oil, teeny little drizzle. And then because we're not going to be, excuse me, because we're not going to be mixing that through the salad I'm also just going to season it up a little bit. So that we don't sort of have the salad's lovely and seasoned and then the rice isn't. So again, just in with a little sprinkle there. Give it a bit of a mix around. And we're just going to let that warm up gently. That will be warm now in no time at all. But those beans as well, they just give it that extra little oomph to it as well. Now, so in here with our lemon juice over our salad, and never underestimate how lovely just lemon juice and olive oil is over a salad. It is just so fresh and it's just so, so lovely. So we'll give that a bit of a sprinkle with some nice, good quality. I always buy very, very good quality olive oil because I think, excuse me, you pay for what you get in terms of olive oil. So get yourself, if you're going to be dressing your salads and all, get yourself a really good quality, preferably organic oil. And you know what, you'll need very little else on there. Okay, so just with 2 spoons, we're just going to toss that. And the colours already are looking beautiful. They are looking gorgeous. And you can already see there, if I show you now, we just have some gorgeous sort of summery flavours in there. So I'm just going to press that on top there with some of the lovely peppers and tomatoes and everything. Okay, and then I'm just leaving a little sort of bit along the side just for the rice once that's done. So you can see again how utterly simple this is. And again, it means that, like all of my recipes, is you're not glued to the kitchen as well on a Wednesday night. You can have at least one night where it's very, very simple. And to be honest with you, I'll turn that off now, is if you had the meat already cooked, all you really have to do is warm up the beans and the rice as well, and then you can just start to assemble. So again, it is just, you know, it's looking at how can I actually get dinner on the table without actually always having to cook. And it's great to have these little bits sort of behind you. Now, okay, we're going to put that all in. So, you'll see the recipe up on screen now, and then if anybody, oh, excuse me, the chili's really getting caught in my throat, I will also stick a link to my Fabulous Foodies Facebook group as well in the comments box afterwards. So, you know, if you want to go there, if you want to join up the group and have a little look at some other recipes as well there, I have loads of daily recipes, tips and tricks and everything like that is. And as always, on my website, goodfoodnutrition.co.uk, there is tons of recipes on there as well if you fancy making them, including lovely sweet stuff as well. So what I'm just going to do now is I am just going to slice up a little bit of the turkey. I'll not put the beans in just until the very end till I'm about to actually serve it. So I just have to set a clean board here. Obviously don't want dirty boards everywhere. And then we're just going to take, we'll take the nice thicker bit. Okay? And again, at this point now, the meat is rested, it's juicy, it's succulent as well. So it's going to taste absolutely lovely. So we're just going to slice it down. Just across, nice little strips across. And it's already just cutting beautifully. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to arrange a few little bits across the top of our burrito bowl. And you don't need an awful lot because remember you are going to have sort of protein from the beans as well. So we'll just kind of make that a bit pretty up as well. And also as well as if you do have any nice coriander, fresh coriander, by all means stick that in as well. Okay, that's going to be lovely. I have none at the moment. So now let's get on our beans and our rice as well. Add this in. So this is one. This is also one. I mean, you can eat the beans and rice cold as well. So if you are back to work at the moment, or you're looking to kind of bring maybe healthier lunches or whatever, or even on a picnic. I know everybody's starting to get out and about now. Things are opening up and people are getting into picnics. This is a great one. Stick it in a Tupperware box, and it saves you just, you know, always having to resort to a sandwich. So we're just going to pop that in there. Some of these lovely beans. You can get it all in actually. And if you like as well, nothing to stop you if you wanted to actually squeeze of lime over that as well. It would taste absolutely delicious as well. But if you have a little bit of coriander as well, as I'm going to show you now up close, you can see how easy it is just for my burrito, my spicy burrito bowl, how quickly that is. I think that was about 25 minutes. But you have all of, you know, your favorite flavors in there as well. But the main thing is that you're getting that beautiful flavors from the meat as well. So this is why it's so important not to overcook it. If you wanted to make that with the fish or with prawns, is you can do them on skewers and you can actually serve them on the skewers. But on this one, I just love the turkey and I know it's easy enough to get. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that, my spicy burrito bowl there for a Wednesday. That might make a sort of speedy hump day tea as well. Say you sort of stuck to the kitchen, as I say, for hours on end. So succulent, but also it's not so good for you as well, but so simple. So whatever you have in there, even if it's something like some grated carrot, some chopped tomatoes, some cucumbers, some peppers, whatever, is add in whatever you like. And if you're thinking of making it to serve, excuse me, if you're thinking of making it to serve in the actual wrap, I would suggest mixing the cooked meat with the cooked rice and beans and all the other veg as well. Leave out the salady bits, wrapping it in tin foil, stick it in the oven to warm it through, and then you can serve it as well on the side with a lovely green salad as well and a squeeze of lime. And even some sour cream as well, gorgeous. So guys, thank you so much again for watching today. I hope you all enjoyed that. I'll stick a link up, as I say, in the comments box to the Fabulous Foodies. Feel free to pop over there and see if anything takes your fancy, or else to my website as well. Lots and lots of recipes there. And I will see you back here on Friday at 3 o'clock for more weekend cooking. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you on Friday. Take care.